behind extraordinary success. You'll discover the critical factors that separate exceptional performance from mediocrity, equipping you with the actionable knowledge to transform your own company or career. We're diving deep into the strategies that lead to lasting success, uncovering the hidden principles that drive greatness, and revealing a profound understanding of how to avoid pitfalls and achieve remarkable results. But are you ready to unlock the secrets to transform your trajectory? Let's dive in. Prepare to explore the fascinating world of business strategy through a summary of Jim Collins's Good to Great. We'll analyze the fundamental principles that differentiate good companies from great ones, identify the vital leadership qualities that drive exceptional performance, and provide actionable insights you can implement today to accelerate your growth. Get ready to understand how to make the leap, to transform, and to discover the tools and knowledge you need to drive your organization towards unparalleled success. Level 5 Leadership, the foundation of enduring success. Level 5 leadership is more than just a management style. It's a fundamental shift in how we approach leadership and build enduring success. This summary dives deep into the core principles behind Level 5 leadership, exploring the specific traits, actions, and mindsets that distinguish truly great leaders from the average. We'll analyze the crucial balance between personal humility and professional will, examining how this balance propels companies towards greatness. We'll also examine how these principles can be applied to personal and professional life, and uncover actionable steps you can take today to cultivate Level 5 leadership in your own life and organizations. To unlock this powerful concept, let's dive deeper into the concrete principles and practices that underpin true Level 5 leadership. Insight: developing Level 5 leadership isn't about grand pronouncements or flashy displays of power. It's about a quiet, consistent dedication to the greater good of the company and its people. It's about prioritizing the team's success over personal gain, and it's rooted in a profound sense of personal humility, recognizing your own limitations and actively seeking feedback. This doesn't mean you're not ambitious or driven. It means your ambition is channeled for the benefit of the team. Imagine a captain of a ship. They need both a deep understanding of the technical aspects of navigation and the emotional intelligence to motivate their crew through challenging storms. Their humility allows them to admit when they're wrong and to rely on the expertise of others. To get started, ask yourself, how can I lead with humility today? What areas can I improve to foster a more collaborative environment? Insight: Level 5 leaders aren't afraid to challenge the status quo. They relentlessly seek to understand the root causes of problems rather than just addressing surface-level symptoms. This deep dive into the underlying issues is crucial for making lasting and positive change. Think of a detective. They don't just look at the crime scene. They meticulously examine every detail, interview witnesses, and piece together the puzzle to find the real culprit. This investigative approach in leadership, coupled with a strong sense of responsibility for the consequences of your actions, sets the stage for lasting change. How can you adopt this investigative mindset in your own work? What are the root causes of problems you are facing? What solutions will create lasting impact rather than temporary fixes? Insight: the journey toward Level 5 leadership isn't a quick fix. It requires continuous learning, self-reflection, and a willingness to adapt to evolving circumstances. Think of a sculptor. They don't just carve away at a block of marble. They meticulously shape it, adding and refining details, adjusting their approach as they go. This constant refinement, coupled with a deep understanding of the industry and a willingness to adopt new practices, is crucial for creating a vibrant and sustainable approach to leadership. A great leader doesn't just have answers. They have a thirst for knowledge and a willingness to learn from the mistakes and of others. What are some areas where you can enhance your leadership skills and refine your approach? How can you maintain a growth mindset in the face of challenges? Insight: Level 5 leadership isn't just about individual greatness. It's about creating a culture of success and sustainability. Imagine a garden. To nurture growth, you need fertile soil, consistent care, and the right conditions. Similarly, leaders who foster a culture of development and collaboration empower their teams to reach their full potential. They empower others to take ownership and drive innovation. In conclusion, Level 5 leadership is not an isolated feat of personal excellence. It's a collective effort to cultivate a thriving environment where people can achieve greatness together. What steps can you take today to foster a supportive and collaborative environment within your team or organization? Level 5 leadership isn't just about making decisions. It's about inspiring action. It's about building enduring organizations, not fleeting successes. You've likely encountered leaders who seem to possess an almost magical ability to motivate teams and drive results. But how do they do it? What's the secret sauce behind level 5 leadership? First who, then what, the foundation of greatness. In Jim Collins' Good to Great, Why Some Companies Make the Leap and Others Don't, first who, then what, isn't just a clever phrase. It's a fundamental principle for transforming organizations. It emphasizes the critical importance of getting the right people on the bus and the right people in the right seats. Before focusing on what to do, we'll delve into the core concept, examining how it intertwines with leadership, decision-making, and ultimately, achieving greatness. This isn't just about business, it's about personal growth and effective leadership in any context. This theme offers practical insights for making better choices, identifying the right people for your team and career, and understanding the value of strong leadership. Now, let's connect the dots and see how this approach works in practice, exploring real-world examples from good to great. Insight. First who, then what starts with understanding the importance of character. It's about identifying individuals with the right values, commitment, and drive, not just skill sets. This isn't about selecting people you like. It's about selecting people who embody the qualities necessary for achieving a shared vision. A team of talented but misaligned individuals can never reach its full potential, whereas a team of people with complementary skill sets and similar values can achieve remarkable things together. Real-world examples of companies who chose their leaders wisely and how it led to growth and success offer a compelling case study. The key is to focus on selecting individuals whose values align with the company's, making sure they can work together toward a common goal. Insight. Once you've established the right people, the focus shifts to defining what. This doesn't mean neglecting strategy and planning. Instead, it means ensuring your strategy aligns perfectly with the strengths and values of your team. A misaligned strategy can waste valuable time and resources, while a strategy that resonates with your team can lead to increased motivation and productivity. Imagine a perfectly equipped engine, but with a pilot who doesn't understand the destination. The destination is what the company aspires to achieve. It's not simply a matter of setting goals, it's about ensuring the goals resonate with your team and their values. Insight. Building on this, first who, then what, leads to a more sustainable and fulfilling leadership style. Leaders who prioritize the right individuals are better equipped to make difficult decisions and navigate complex situations. This fosters a sense of shared responsibility and ownership within the team, driving collective action and commitment. Furthermore, such leadership prioritizes the long-term vision, rather than short-term gains, essential for sustaining long-term success. Insight. This isn't about eliminating conflict, it's about making conflict constructive. By ensuring everyone shares the same vision and values, teams are better positioned to address issues and challenges collaboratively, creating an environment conducive to innovative thinking and growth. This often involves addressing potential conflicts upfront through clear communication and mutual understanding, ensuring everyone is moving towards a shared destination. Insight. A crucial aspect of first who, then what, is the importance of leadership. Selecting the right people is pointless if you don't have capable leaders. Great leaders foster trust and inspire others. They set the tone for the organization, guiding the team with a clear vision and motivating them towards shared goals. The quality of leadership directly impacts the team's effectiveness and ability to execute its strategy, demonstrating how critical it is for a company's long-term success. Insight. Understanding and implementing first who, then what, means consistently evaluating and reinforcing your vision, your mission, and your values. Regular assessments help maintain alignment between the team's values and the company's direction. This ensures continuous improvement, adaptability to changing circumstances, and the ability to pursue new opportunities. Insight. This approach fosters an environment of accountability and collaboration. Every team member understands their role in achieving the overall goal. This transparency and open communication create a foundation for mutual trust and respect, making the organization more resilient in the face of adversity. First who, then what isn't just about getting the right people. It's the bedrock for building a great company. It's the foundation for sustainable success, for adapting to change, and for achieving a level of greatness that's truly remarkable. It's more than just a strategy. It's a philosophy for leadership, for building a thriving team, and for creating a positive impact in any environment. Think of it as the essential prerequisite to any meaningful achievement. We'll explore how this principle, deeply rooted in the concept of level 5 leadership, transforms organizations. confront the brutal facts. In this audio, only summary of Good to Great, we delve into the crucial concept of confronting the brutal facts. We'll unpack why acknowledging harsh realities is the bedrock of genuine progress, and how leaders can effectively navigate these truths to achieve extraordinary outcomes. This exploration isn't just about business, it's about applying these principles to personal and professional growth. We'll unpack the key elements, offer practical steps, and illuminate how facing the truth is the first step towards becoming exceptional. We'll analyze real-world examples, drawing lessons from both successful and failing companies. This is a guide to making difficult decisions and how to act upon them effectively to achieve your goals. Now, let's dive into the heart of this theme, exploring the profound impact of acknowledging hard truths. Insight, identifying and accepting your weaknesses is a vital first step to growth. Acknowledging where you fall short allows you to develop strategies for improvement. This isn't about dwelling on the negative, it's about utilizing it as fuel for progress. Think of it as acknowledging the areas where you might need assistance. This might mean seeking feedback from trusted sources, joining a mentorship program, or enrolling in a relevant training course. Instead of shying away from the truth, embrace it as an opportunity to learn and enhance yourself. To illustrate this, imagine a budding entrepreneur. They're brilliant at product design but terrible at marketing. By facing this brutal fact, they can invest in marketing skills, potentially transforming their business from a small venture to a thriving enterprise. A powerful example from the book emphasizes that companies that faced difficult truths about themselves and their competitive landscape grew tremendously in the face of challenge. This lays the groundwork for the next step, fostering a culture of truth-telling. A seamless transition to the next point. How do you foster a culture of truth in your work environment? Insight: building a culture of truth-telling is essential for long-term success. Encourage open communication. Create a safe space for people to share concerns and challenges, and foster a climate where constructive criticism is valued. A team that openly discusses mistakes and imperfections often develops greater resilience, problem-solving skills, and a higher quality of work. Companies that cultivate this type of atmosphere experience less resistance to change and greater potential for improvement and innovation. As we navigate the complex landscape of the modern workplace, fostering truth-telling is essential for effective leadership. To further illustrate this, imagine a project team in which members are afraid to admit potential obstacles or setbacks. This fear of truth hinders the team's ability to proactively address challenges and to find innovative solutions. Alternatively, imagine a team where open communication and constructive criticism are commonplace. This team is far more likely to thrive, navigate obstacles, and come up with solutions that are more sophisticated and effective. A smooth transition to the next idea now follows. What are some practical ways to establish a culture of truth-telling in your organization? Insight: leaders need to be unafraid to make tough decisions, even when they're unpopular. Sometimes, the path to greatness requires making choices that initially appear counterintuitive. This often involves courage and conviction, and it may involve facing discomfort and criticism from stakeholders. A classic example, as described in the book, would be a company that recognizes the need to completely restructure. Such a step may involve difficult conversations with employees, potentially resulting in layoffs or job reassignments. This can be unsettling, but making the necessary changes, even when they're difficult, often leads to greater long-term success. What are the biggest challenges you've faced in making difficult decisions? We all crave success, but often avoid the painful truths standing in our way. Confronting the brutal facts isn't just about admitting weaknesses, it's the foundation of true progress. This isn't just about business, it's about unlocking potential, both personally and professionally. Imagine a tree that refuses to acknowledge a major disease. It's destined to wither. But a tree that embraces the harsh realities and takes swift action has the potential to flourish. Now let's explore this vital concept further. The hedgehog concept, a framework for success. In this audio summary of Good to Great, why some companies make the leap and others don't, we'll explore the hedgehog concept. We'll delve into how understanding your company's core values, markets, and capabilities is crucial for success. We'll uncover actionable insights, using relatable examples to illustrate how this powerful framework can transform your approach to achieving your goals. This is an audio-only format, perfect for busy professionals or anyone interested in learning the key principles of business strategy. To understand this better, let's start with the story behind the idea. Insight: understanding your hedgehog concept, or your core values, markets, and capabilities, is essential. Imagine a hedgehog focusing on a few key things. That's the essence of this concept. This isn't about being narrow-minded, but about laser-focused clarity. A company needs to know what it does best, who its ideal customer is, and what its long-term goals are. This clarity empowers better decision-making. For example, a company might identify its core product as high-quality, sustainable clothing made from recycled materials. Their target market could be environmentally conscious millennials. Their long-term goal could be global leadership in sustainable fashion. This clarity gives them a sharp focus, allowing them to prioritize resources and avoid getting lost in a multitude of directions. To get started, ask yourself, what are my core values? What are my ideal customers' needs? What is my long-term vision? These will be the foundation of your hedgehog concept. Now, let's explore the next step. Insight. Confronting the brutal facts is just as important as identifying the hedgehog concept. It's about honestly assessing your company's strengths and weaknesses. This involves tough conversations, recognizing areas where you're not excelling, and potentially making difficult decisions. Consider a company that's been successful in selling widgets, but ignores the looming threat of a new technology that's poised to disrupt their market. This avoidance of the brutal facts could lead to lost market share and ultimately, the company's demise. To successfully confront the brutal facts, encourage open communication within your organization. Be willing to admit mistakes and identify areas for improvement. Remember, facing the reality of your situation allows you to make informed choices to ensure long-term viability. What brutal facts about your organization need to be discussed, and how can you make this confrontation a positive process? Let's move to the next point. Insight. Executing relentlessly on your hedgehog concept is the key to turning strategy into reality. Once you've defined your hedgehog concept and confronted the brutal facts, you need to act with unwavering focus. Imagine a runner who has meticulously planned their race, knowing their strengths and weaknesses, and who's prepared for any eventuality. They execute relentlessly, adapting to changing conditions and pushing themselves to achieve their goal. This relentless execution is crucial. You need to be able to adapt and refine your approach as needed. A company might discover that its current marketing strategy isn't resonating with the target audience. By analyzing the feedback and adapting their strategy, they can maintain their focus and drive towards success. Let's explore how this relates to your personal aspirations. The hedgehog concept isn't just about a clever strategy. It's the foundation for confronting uncomfortable truths. Without a clear understanding of your core values, markets, and capabilities, even the most ambitious goals are at risk. Imagine a ship without a compass, lost at sea. This framework, combined with a willingness to face your company's limitations, creates the pathway to true success. Culture of discipline. In this summary of Good to Great, we delve into the powerful concept of a culture of discipline. We'll explore how this critical element is the bedrock for achieving sustained success, how it's intertwined with strategic focus and decision-making, and ultimately, how you can cultivate it in your personal and professional life. It's not just about rigid rules. It's about a deeply ingrained mindset that fosters consistent excellence. We'll analyze specific examples and actionable steps to demonstrate how this culture fuels impactful change. This is the essential ingredient for sustainable greatness, regardless of the context, whether you are leading a company or tackling your personal goals. Let's unpack the vital elements within the culture of discipline. Now, let's connect the dots and see how this all comes together. Insight. Identifying the hedgehog concept is crucial. This isn't about fleeting trends, it's about identifying your core competencies and aligning everything around those. Your strengths, your passions, and what you can uniquely contribute to the world. Companies that successfully execute this often find success through relentless focus on their core strengths. Let's consider, for example, how Apple has consistently prioritized innovation and design, solidifying its core competencies. To get there, we first need to understand the foundation. The foundation is often in the past, and the key is to look at what's worked before and apply that into the future. This is how you create a strong legacy within your company or business, and how you can build a strong culture of discipline. How does this translate to personal development? What are your unique strengths and passions? How can you leverage these to focus your efforts and achieve your goals? A culture of discipline is about constantly revisiting and refining your core values and making sure that you're working in alignment with them. This fosters consistency. Now, let's see how this works in practice. Insight. Consistently challenging assumptions and embracing calculated risk, taking are critical components of a strong culture of discipline. This isn't about reckless abandon. It's about recognizing when the status quo needs to be questioned, and when calculated risks will lead to breakthroughs. Think about the early days of Google, or how companies like Amazon were willing to disrupt the traditional retail model. These companies understood that innovation is fueled by courage and the willingness to challenge what's expected. It is more important to make the calculated risk, that is, to see the risks and not just to jump on anything. There are often great rewards when you create a strong culture of discipline. What are some assumptions you hold that you can challenge? What risks can you take to potentially achieve something new? You need to think about the risks of the idea and evaluate if it is something worth pursuing. Oftentimes, it is easier to stay put. How does taking calculated risks relate to achieving impactful changes? To move on, let's explore the next point. Insight: consistently evaluating and adjusting strategies is vital. A culture of discipline isn't about rigid adherence to plans, but about adapting to changing circumstances. This flexibility allows companies to remain resilient and thrive in dynamic environments. Think about how companies like Netflix constantly adapt their strategies based on viewer preferences and technological advancements. Are there things you can evaluate in your own life or business? Constantly reviewing and adjusting your strategies. This helps you adapt to change and maintain a culture of discipline. Let's see how this all comes together. Insight: building a strong foundation of accountability is a crucial aspect. A strong culture of discipline requires clear expectations and a commitment to holding everyone accountable for their performance. This creates a system where everyone understands their role and their contribution to the larger picture. Imagine a team where everyone takes ownership of their tasks, understands the impact of their work, and is committed to consistently delivering quality results. What are your key performance indicators, and how can you effectively track progress towards them? A culture of accountability ensures everyone is working towards a common goal. Let's explore how this contributes to sustained success. A strong culture of discipline isn't just about strict rules, it's the bedrock of effective execution of the hedgehog concept. Without discipline, even the most brilliant strategies can crumble. Imagine a magnificent ship. The hedgehog concept is the compass. The culture of discipline is the steady hand on the wheel, guiding it towards its destination. Without the discipline to steer, the ship will drift aimlessly. A culture of discipline provides a framework for success and how to apply it in your life. The flywheel and the engine: building lasting success. In Jim Collins' Good to Great, he explores the crucial difference between companies that merely maintain a good level of performance and those that achieve remarkable, sustained success. The theme of the flywheel and the engine focuses on the building of momentum and sustained, consistent effort. We'll delve into the concepts behind creating a flywheel effect for positive change and the importance of a well-oiled engine to keep it running. We'll see how small, consistent actions compound over time, creating powerful, long-lasting effects. The engine represents the consistent, long-term work ethic and strategic direction needed to make the flywheel turn. We'll examine the characteristics and some disciplines needed to build both a flywheel and an engine. Ultimately, we want to understand how to generate lasting success, rather than merely temporary bursts of energy. To gain a better understanding of this, let's explore the flywheel effect in more detail. Insight: crucial from good to great is the understanding of how to build a flywheel. This flywheel effect is not about sudden, large jumps, but rather small, consistent actions that compound over time. Think of it like a bicycle. A small push can get it going, but consistent pedaling keeps it moving. Companies that consistently reinforce these positive feedback loops, building momentum and engaging in virtuous cycles, will see significant success. Applying this in personal life would mean committing to small daily improvements in habits, rather than aiming for drastic, quick changes. A logical progression. To truly understand how to build this flywheel, let's explore the essential disciplines needed for sustainable success. Insight: another key element of good to great is the engine. This engine represents the unwavering principles and the strategic vision that drive the flywheel. It's about having a clear understanding of your goals and the ongoing efforts in place to achieve them. A strong engine is fueled by principles, clear values, and consistently good decision-making. If you can develop this engine and set it in motion to power the flywheel, you'll see consistent improvement and growth. Think about this. Would you rather rely on bursts of inspiration or a well-established, reliable engine to keep your personal or professional projects on track? To explore this further, let's delve into the importance of selecting the correct principles. Insight: building a flywheel and having a strong engine are not enough. Collins emphasizes the importance of having a culture of discipline. This is the oil that keeps the engine running smoothly. Discipline is about aligning your actions and efforts with clear principles and long-term vision. It's about prioritizing what truly matters. Imagine trying to run a car without oil. It won't function as intended. Similarly, without a culture of discipline, the flywheel won't continue to gain momentum. Now, let's examine how to build this culture of discipline. Insight Good to Great highlights the importance of building a strong leadership team. This is the crucial element that ensures the engine runs smoothly and helps the flywheel gather momentum. Leaders who focus on developing their people, creating a supportive environment, and promoting open communication help build a solid foundation for the flywheel. This is essential for ensuring that everyone is working towards a common goal and that the engine runs smoothly. Let's transition to exploring practical strategies for building a strong leadership team. Insight A core principle in achieving sustainable success is understanding the need for long-term vision and strategic planning. This is essential to fueling the engine and keeping the flywheel turning. Companies with a long-term vision set clear goals and make well-thought-out decisions. By defining the long-term direction, these companies ensure that actions taken today directly contribute to their future goals. Similarly, aligning personal goals with a clear long-term plan will ensure that daily actions contribute to your future aspirations. To explore this further, let's delve into how to articulate and build a long-term vision. The flywheel and the engine isn't just about achieving a few short-term victories. It's the foundation for a lasting culture of discipline and success. Without a strong engine and a culture of discipline, even extraordinary initial momentum won't lead to lasting success. Imagine a powerful engine, but without the flywheel to gather momentum. You'll end up with a lot of potential, but no real progress. We all want lasting success, but what if the real challenge isn't the initial push, but rather how we sustain momentum? You've mastered the concepts of the flywheel and the engine, but what happens when challenges arise? How does culture of discipline redefine your understanding of these concepts? Let's explore this now. The power of consistent action in achieving long-term success. This theme delves into the crucial concepts of good to great, focusing on the often overlooked aspects of consistent effort, building a strong foundation, and how daily actions contribute to long-term success. We'll explore how seemingly small steps and consistent routines can lead to significant achievements. We'll break down the key principles and actionable insights that drive lasting success, moving beyond fleeting trends and into sustained progress. Now, let's delve into the actionable strategies outlined in the book and explore how they translate into daily practices and real-world scenarios. Insight Building a strong foundation is the cornerstone of lasting success, and it's about cultivating a culture of discipline and consistency, not just in grand gestures but in daily routines. Imagine a farmer meticulously preparing the soil. It's not glamorous, but it's essential for a bountiful harvest. This, in Good to Great, is analogous to the crucial early habits, processes, and values that leaders establish and nurture. To get started, assess your current routines. Are they supporting long-term growth or merely short-term gains? Identifying and strengthening these foundational elements is the first actionable step towards building a sustainable advantage. Let's explore specific areas, from leadership development to team building, and see how establishing this foundation sets the stage for a future of remarkable success. Insight Consistency in execution is paramount for achieving significant results. It's not enough to have a plan. You must actively work toward your goals day after day. Think of building a house. Each brick painstakingly laid reinforces the structure. Similarly, consistent execution, the diligent fulfillment of daily tasks and responsibilities, creates a powerful momentum. This is about identifying and reinforcing routines and systems for efficiency and continuity. How can you integrate this into your daily life? Create a daily checklist for critical tasks or use project management tools to ensure that you consistently make progress toward your objectives. Let's look at how fostering a culture of consistency impacts a team dynamic. Insight Developing a growth mindset, a belief in your ability to learn and adapt, is vital for navigating challenges and achieving long-term success. In Good to Great, this translates to a persistent dedication to improvement and self-awareness. Embracing continuous learning and adaptability is crucial. We often encounter obstacles, and failure is often seen as a negative event. But how about seeing it as a learning opportunity? Consider how to incorporate feedback into your daily work routine. Are you systematically seeking and integrating feedback into your actions? The actionable S from Good to Great on developing this mindset are crucial for understanding how to navigate life's obstacles. Insights. A strong leader fosters a culture of discipline, encourages collaboration, and cultivates a sense of shared purpose. This theme explores how leaders can foster teamwork and motivate individuals toward common objectives. Imagine a conductor skillfully guiding an orchestra. Each musician has their individual skill, yet the collective effort creates a harmonious symphony. Similar to good to great, leaders must create that symphony of synergy. Let's explore specific strategies for building teams. How can we leverage communication, delegate effectively, and inspire collective action? Good to great isn't just about achieving short-term gains, it's about building a sustainable engine for long-term success. You've mastered the foundational principles, but what happens when facing unforeseen challenges? How does a culture of discipline and consistent execution transform ordinary companies into extraordinary ones? Imagine a powerful engine, constantly running, propelling you forward. Good to Great provides the essential fuel for that engine, ensuring a sustainable journey towards remarkable outcomes. We've explored the core principles that propelled a select group of companies from good to great. We examined level 5 leadership, the vital importance of prioritizing who, before what, confronting uncomfortable realities, finding your unique hedgehog concept, cultivating a culture of discipline, and building a powerful flywheel and engine. We also looked into the crucial role of a strong culture. All these themes work together like a finely tuned machine, transforming organizations and individuals. Each one played a role in the incredible success stories of these companies. Take some time to reflect on what you've learned, and consider how you can apply these valuable lessons in your own life and in your pursuit of greatness. Let me know in the comments. What's your biggest takeaway from today's episode? If you found this summary valuable, show me your support by giving it a like and subscribe for more. Thank you for listening, and I'll catch you in the next episode. Stay mindful and keep growing. So, there you have it, a glimpse into the power of transforming ordinary companies into extraordinary ones. Remember, good to great isn't a random event. It's a carefully cultivated journey built on solid principles. Jim Collins's insights aren't just theories. They're actionable steps you can apply to your own pursuits, personal growth, or leadership endeavors. Embrace the challenge, and let the lessons of good to great guide you towards a better tomorrow. We can all strive for greatness, one principle at a time.